5 examples of the wrong conversations parents are having when it comes to body safety for their child. My name is Wendy. I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. I've decided that weekly I am going to give you this 5-point series where I'm going to be talking about different kind of things when it comes to parenting right here on our YouTube channel. Number 1, private part, public part. Do not allow anybody to touch your private part. Error. Bing, bing. Don't do that. Right? One of the very significant thing you must know is that when it comes to conversations about sex with your child, there is no private and public part. Every part of their body is private to them. Now, this is the problem, right? Why is it wrong? Don't want anybody to touch your private. It's a blanket statement. It doesn't explain situations. It doesn't give your children instances. It also tells them that sex is about the mechanics of sex. But sex conversation really is not about the mechanics of sex. There are other things that are involved. Number 2, stranger is danger. You say that. Don't say it. Only strangers can hurt you. Or we even say, don't talk to strangers. Now, this is a disempowering statement because most of the abuse that are perpetrated are actually perpetrated by people who know your child. So you disempower your child when you tell them that it's only strangers that can hurt them. Meanwhile, there are people, yup, who are parts of the family who can hurt your child. Think about it. Many of us had issues of either attempted rape or rape itself or molestation. Who were the people involved? People we knew, of course. I myself had 2 attempted rape, one from my dad's colleague in the office, and the other a priest. So you see what I'm talking about. So no, it's not just stranger. That statement is incomplete because it's important to be cautious around strangers, but children also need to know that they can feel unsafe with the people that they know. Number 3, are you ready for this one? We say things like, if someone touches you, tell me immediately, are you guilty? Once anybody touches you, you just tell me. Do you know what you're doing? You're transferring the responsibility to that child. Now, what happens is that anytime that something happens to the child is actually not thinking about their safety first. They're thinking about how to please you. So they're constantly thinking, I need to tell my mom. If not, they feel guilty for someone actually trying to molest them. They feel it's their fault. No, it's not their fault. So that statement in itself is also not complete. So let your children understand trusted adults and tell them, yes, I am also one of those trusted adults. So you don't need to be concerned with telling me first. You need to be concerned about your safety first. Then you can have a conversation with me. Number 4, another thing that we say to our children, this one, most of our parents said it to us. If someone is touching you, there's something you must have done to actually get the person to touch you or get the person to molest you. What were you wearing? What did our parents did a lot of that? Are you guilty of that? Stop telling your children that when you do that, you're placing the blame on the child and it can lead to a feeling of guilt and shame, which prevents sexual molestation. And then the last one, don't let anybody know about it. It's embarrassing. You told me. We will deal with it. Excuse me. Many parents say this. We promote the silence culture. We tell our children that it is their fault that something is wrong with them. Why is it wrong? It fosters secrecy. It fosters shame around the issue. And it can make children feel isolated and also reluctant to seek help. Look at us. Many of us have carried the guilt of being molested for so long. We're currently running the Healing from Childhood Trauma course in the Intentional Parents Academy. And I've heard stories of countless of parents sharing with us how they went through traumatic experiences, sexual molestation, physical molestation. They can't talk about. You talk about it, the society hushes you down. Please don't do that to your child. And of course, that is why in the academy we do the Sex Educate Your Child Like a Pro challenge, and we're starting that, challenge sometime in the month of June. But registration is starting on Wednesday. So you'll be able to register for that course, Sex Educate Your Child Like a Pro 4.0. Now, here is the deal. Even if you have attended 1.0 Sex Educate Your Child Like a Pro, 2.0, 3.0, and you feel that I've been attending this conference, this challenge for a long time, I know it all. News flash. The curriculum is brand new again. And yes, because sex is fluid, that conversation is very fluid. Recently, I saw a video of where a girl was taking what's it called, some of these drugs, cocaine and all that. Now take it through the hands. Do you know that drug conversation is also sex conversation? Do you know that girls are now selling their eggs? Those conversations, who is having them? So it's beyond just penis vagina. And the good news is, if you're able to join the waitlist, just look in the description of this video, you will see the link to join the waitlist. The moment you are able to get into the waitlist for this particular course, that means you get the opportunity to pay 2,999 on Wednesday only, instead of paying 15,000 naira, which is the fee for the flash sale happening on Wednesday. That flash sale is happening only on Wednesday. After Wednesday, you pay 15,000. Now, here is the good news, if there is anything like that. In Nigeria, we like to formulate words. Here is the good news. You're getting two brand new guides that I've created. Number one is the guiding fingers and the guiding hands. Two guides. One, the guiding hands is a guide and a compendium of process where we are teaching fathers what they need to teach their sons when it comes to penis care and puberty, specifically for fathers to their son. It's a whole 100-page, with worksheet, with guides and things you can do on a daily basis. It's called the 90-day guide. And then we have the guided fingers, a process of teaching vaginal care from mothers to their daughters. Oh no, we didn't come to play this year. And you know the interesting thing? I'm giving out those two guides free to everybody who makes it at the Sex Educate Your Child Like a Pro wait list. So join the wait list, only for people who did wait list, who will be able to take advantage of that flat sale. See, we're giving you flat sale. You're paying like 90% off, and yet you're getting two brand new guides. Each of those guides cost 3,000 naira for those guides, e-copies. But I'm giving you free because I want you to change something about your parenting. That's not all. I'm giving you free the course we created that sells at 30,000 naira per person. I'm giving you access for free. Walking your child through puberty. So even if you have a child who is 25, you have a child who is 30 something, and the guiding hands and guiding fingers, the penis and vagina care book is for every age, is even for you. I've realized that most fathers don't know how to care for their penis, and most mothers don't know how to care for their vagina. Yes, I'm here to solve that problem for you. So if you're that parent and you've not even started talking about puberty, you've never spoken about it, we're giving you that course access free. You will be able to go through the course and help your child. Isn't that too much for us? So we're giving you over 50,000 naira, even though you are coming in. So you're literally coming in for free, and then we are gifting you. Come on. What are you waiting for? The waitlist link is in the description of this video. Jump in now. Like now, as I'm talking. Do not even think that you should in any way think about it. Because when the train passes, you got to pay more and you don't get these bonuses. These bonuses are only for people in the waitlist. So join the waitlist if you can make it at the Sex Educate Your Child Like a Pro flat sale only on Wednesday. Only 2,999. That's all you're paying, naira, right? That's like $3 if you're listening to me from outside Nigeria. We have a link for you to pay from anywhere in the world. Talk about side conversations that make sense and transforms. That's what we give at the Intentional Parents Academy. My name is Wendy Olobi, and I'm the founder of the Intentional Parents Academy. They call me Africa's #1 parent coach for a lot of reasons. You find out when you get in there. See you in class.